we should have a common sense consensus on what China represents. China is a clear and present danger to our national security since, of course, its maritime expansion. We should have a national consensus. Talk with the Vietnamese. Given their history, the Vietnamese are very much aware of the fact that historically, China has represented, of course, the greatest threat to their independence. Although the Vietnamese had no choice. They have to deal with the Chinese on the basis of geography, the basis of history. We have a choice. We are an archipelagic country. But the main problem is, of course, the national consensus is not there. You know, we have not built up our armed forces of the Philippines. We have a national security advisor who thinks that, you know, the most important thing is human security, rather than, of course, facing the clear and present danger in our maritime horizon. And that is, of course, China's maritime expansion. Don't get me wrong. I have a high regards for China, its history, and of course, its civilization. But at this point in time, we're facing a powerful, assertive China that is bent on maritime expansion. And this is something that we would have to discuss.
Is the consensus that we're missing on the very question of whether or not China is a national security threat? I think there is consensus there. Parang ang walang consensus is, okay, what are you going to do about it?
No, we don't have a consensus. We have, you know, just look at the policy of the previous administration, the Duterte administration. It was basically bent on appeasing China. So it was only on the latter part of the Duterte administration that he realized that appeasing China would lead it to nowhere. The consensus would have to, of course, be articulated in a national security strategy. And that is the task of the National Security Council. It's basically a reflection on how we view the world and what actions we have to take in the face of our, you know, perception of what is happening out there. So that's the first thing we have to do. The first homework starts inside our country. Start with our nation. Start in convincing, unifying our nation that we face a clear and present danger out there in our maritime horizon, and we have to do something about it. The first thing we have to do, of course, is to build up our own military capability, no matter, you know, at least a credible military capability.